he hasn't got a training team in the ring with him.
Yeah, I was just about to say, hands aren't wrapped. I don't think we're going to see a whole pile here. Maybe a few little tricks, bit of stretching.
Yeah, I think there's a fitness video in the making here. This is star jumps. Just loosen up the arms.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of shadow boxing, because he's loosening up, he's warming up.
Fascinating what Alex Krasiuk had to say. I mean, one thing I would say from both promoters, they talk a brilliant game. I mean, they had me at hello. I mean, Eddie Hearn convinces you that Anthony Joshua's going to win, then Alex Krasiuk convinces us that he's lying.
But you can make a strong case either way, can't you? So it's easy. Get swept with whichever guy, especially when they believe in their man. They can totally convince their guy's going to win. And we can see how both guys can win. So it's one of those fights. I mean, he's shadowboxing here now in the orthodox stance. I don't think that's going to happen. But I mean, I said it before. We said it with Paul Smith was with us as well. I just do not see this fight going 12 rounds. I think whatever happens here, I think we're going to see a knockout.
So Alexander Usik just loosens up, starts a little bit of shadow boxing. Part of that tremendous Ukraine amateur setup, a superb elite international amateur with a long career in the vest, the unpaid code. And pretty much won everything that you could win as an amateur. Those of you that were lucky enough to see him box in the WSB, the World Series of Boxing, I was lucky enough to be there that night at super heavyweight. Jumped in against Joe Joyce just to prove all the way back then that he could do it before he turned pro back in 2015. Obviously, his cruiserweight days were phenomenal. One of the great cruiserweights. I don't think that's really up for debate. But what was up for debate is, could he make a transition from a fair-sized cruiserweight to be an effective heavyweight? Those questions are probably answered now. Chaz Witherspoon, Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua. You would think now that he is quite rightly considered one of the best heavyweights in the world, if not the best heavyweight in the world. Tyson Fury would obviously have something to say about that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he really did knock out. I don't think Joshua can beat him on points, but at the same time, and in that, he's going to look. Joshua's looking for the knockout, and his team believe he's going to get it.
Any new fans to the sport will be watching this, and they'll think the guy that's dancing with his own unique style, mixed in with some shadow boxing, with dinosaur socks on, they will think, wow, this is the heavyweight champion of the world. He does things his own way. He's a brilliant character with a brilliant attitude towards the professional sport of boxing, which we all know is an incredibly dangerous, violent sport. But Alexander Usik, it's like it's a game to him. It's like every single second of...
So he's got the motivation of, wearing the colours of freedom t-shirt there. What's going on in Ukraine? Now he's going for 4. So 4 coins. But yeah, I think he's just taking it all in his stride and enjoying it.
Okay, so here goes an attempt at 4. Yes!
I've thought, a lot of brain training, unorthodox little things, hand to eye coordination as well. Balance, the agility. I have to say, I'm really excited for this fight now. I'm getting more excited day by day. Speaking to, Robert Garcia earlier, I thought he spoke well about AJ. Watching Usik here and AJ hitting the pads, just really, really starting to build now.